Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buckley.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Joaquin Buckley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here, and keep an eye on that jab of Kamaru Usman, right? I don't have to tell a lot of you who are listening tonight that he has gone to great lengths to develop that with Trevor Whitman, and that has really helped him set up his takedowns. But he wants to box tonight. He feels like this matchup is a striking matchup for him. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or his mama's out for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, J.A. That uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
And that one certainly found the target. Huge kick right there. Don't want to take too many more of those. Some more output, at least in the early going.
Passes to half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Kamaru Usman.
He passes to half.
Excellent ground and pound there by Usman. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
We cross the midpoint in round 1.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Usman's back in full guard now. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet. Oh, nice.
Unable to connect with the right hand there. That is a heavy right hand from Kamaru Usman. I'm not sure how many more his opponent can take.
He broke Colby Covington's jaw with that exact same strike. When he lands, he can shut your lights out. You saw what he did to Marias. I mean, he put him out with that right hand. He's become a great striker as his career has gone on.
Usman's in half guard. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Usman's back in half guard, very comfortable here. 90 seconds now to go in round 1. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. Oh. Changing the position.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, could be the beginning of the end. That looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
45 seconds remain in the round. Usman's in half guard now. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Round 2 is next.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You're controlling everything on the ground. You just take them down again. Position for submission. Remember that.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You gotta think at some point the opposition is gonna lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage he's putting on his opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish.
Well, that nose isn't going to be able to take too many more as he doubles up on the jab there.
So good to watch MMA evolve and watch guys now fight behind the jab. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man's hand. Ooh, nice straight left hand.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard, and you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Usman's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. 3 minutes. Shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Oh, nice level change.
He's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Usman's in half guard. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut.
Usman's back in full mount.
Massive shot from the top.
All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two.
Great timing on that double leg. Oh, he passes the half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands. Working out of the half guard here. Seconds winding down in round two. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. All right, that's the end of round number two. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third and final round here.
Nice punch there.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output in pace.
When his opponent is done at two, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more...
Oh, big shots raining down. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Right into side mount. Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Kamaru Usman. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh man, that's hard to watch, right? Targets that swollen area, and it's getting worse by the minute. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. it was very hard to get back up after getting taken down.
Head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back away.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
All right, close guard now. You gotta be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Usman's in half guard. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground stroke. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. What a strike from off of his back. Well, you really hope that damage like this doesn't stay with him throughout his mixed martial arts career, but I'd be okay with not seeing him take another head strike at this point.
No, it's over. You could tell that the fight is done. It's on the ringside position or the corner to take a closer look and stop this fight.
Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges.
Oh, how about it just with the doctor? All right, breaking the action here. No surprise to see the referee call for the doctor to look at that eye, which is essentially swollen shut at this point.
Yeah, it's swollen shut. I mean, the end swell is not working. Sometimes the swelling is too much, and you have to save the fighter from themselves.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
Ready.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do it.
Final seconds of this fight. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buckley.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, so judges' scorecards are needed. They are rendered, and they go to Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by decision. I thought he fought pretty well tonight.